Live. Did you get into the actual game? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting
Alright,
as a spectator at the minute.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to be switching to that now. So anyone watching is going to see a great big screen of... Oh, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. There we go. It's got me in there as well. And we're going to just jump straight into... There we go. Okay. Hopefully, I'm going to check my channel just very quickly just to monitor it. Make sure that I am actually recording the game. It looks like I am. That's fantastic. I'm hoping the sound is okay. I have no idea until someone else joins the chat and tells me they can't hear a freaking word anyone's saying. But we'll try. Alright, so, excuse me, I'm drinking a nice cool beer. I haven't had one for a while, so it's kind of pleasant to do so. So you're not particularly familiar with Aristeia at the moment, are you?
Wow, I mean, I've sort of watched a few battle reports and stuff, but honestly, I mean, I'm aware that there's some stats on cards, and I'm sort of aware that you spend energy to perform actions, and the actions all have different costs. Is that right? Am I in the right ballpark?
Yeah. Basically, you have your characters. They, whenever they activate with the number of action points that their card says they have, and then you use those to do the actions that are either on their card or the general actions that everyone has access to. And then when they're done, the next character activates. Let's just jump in with the basic characters, and I'll let you just pick whoever you fancy, and then we can kind of go from there, I think, and I'll take the other four. So this mod has a lot of the Spanish on the board, but this one I found actually has the three-dimensional models, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna...
I think I've got the same mod.
Oh, good, yeah. I haven't actually used this mod before, so this will be interesting. So I'm just going to pull out the main characters' bags. So we've got 8-Ball. Who we got? Here we got Garter. She's fantastic. Hexa. She's also fantastic. Major Luna. Actually, you know what? All the base characters, they're all fantastic. So... I don't want.
Yeah, I think I recall you saying that they were probably still some of the strongest aristos in the game.
Yeah, you can pretty much run with them, and they'll be really good for you. You basically got some of the hardest hitters in that set there. Where are we going here? Pavati, surprisingly good all-rounder. Maximus is special. One of his special skills is if anyone attacks anyone on his team, he gets a free movement and he can displace himself. And I always forget to do it. I'm missing a character, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? Miyamoto, of course. There we go. So you can kind of see those characters. I've just placed all of their bags on the table here.
I mean, I'll go on your recommendation because I'm not emotionally attached to any particular aristos at the minute. So if you think there's like some sensible configurations,
well, what we could go with the traditional one that they recommend in the training.
That sounds like the
plan. So let's just go and find. Oops, let's go find that. So that's AGL reference guide and scenarios. All right, I don't have it there. I think I remember pretty much the teams. So one team is Pavati's on that side with Maximus, Hexa, and Major Luna, I believe, is the one of the recommended starting teams, and the other team has Wild Bill, Musashi Miyamoto, Garter, and 8-Ball, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pretty sure that's the two teams there. That's the one that I have in my example video, the battle report that I did.
okay.
That was the recommended starters kind of setup. So, just to run through both of the teams very, very quickly. Major Luna is basically a very long-range sniper who does a lot of damage. You just kind of keep her at range and she just assassinates people. She's pretty good for that. She can also kind of slow people down as well by putting them under fire. Pavati, she's like an all-rounder. She's really good at just being able to do a bunch of stuff. She has a very low action cost attack, so she can attack twice in a single turn. But she also has the ability to heal and remove states as well. Maximus, he's basically your tank. He's got a lot of hit points. He won't go down easily, and he can also pretty much move through anyone. He moves very slowly, but he's not really stopped by anyone because he just walks through everyone. Because you have to be careful of whenever you're in adjacent spaces with other models. If you want to move, you have to pass an agility roll against their block. And his agility is basically an automatic critical success, which unless the opponent can get a critical block, they can't stop him. So he's pretty good at that. Hexa is a controller. So what she can do is she can actually displace other aristos. So she can move her allies and she can move her opponents around the board. And she can also paralyze, I think, as well. So that's pretty good for just stopping movement. Excuse me, bit gassy the beer in Japan. But yeah, that's that team there. And then the other four here, you've basically got Miyamoto Musashi. He's an agile close combat specialist. So he does high damage up close and he can move around pretty fast. Wild Bill, he's the same as Musashi but with pistols and shooting. So he gets a bit useless if someone closes him down. But he does a lot of damage and he has some really cool tactics to allow him to like shoot a second time and kill people pretty efficiently. 8 Ball is kind of a mix of a controller and a tank. Pretty hefty hit points, can take a little bit of a beating, but can also displace himself and other people around him a little bit. Not as effectively as Hexa, but he can do a bit of it. So it's kind of a half and half, which makes him sometimes a bit difficult to use, or he seems a little bit underwhelming. But he can pull off some pretty clutch moves. Garter is the OP character, I guess, in Aristeia. She's amazingly agile. She basically uses the scenery and other aristos to flip herself across the board as quickly as possible. And she's got some pretty good dodging abilities, although she only has 2 hit points, so she goes down fast if you manage to hit her. Those are kind of the 2 teams there. Which team would you like?
You know what? I think it's probably more sensible for me to play the less sort of technical team. And Hexa and Maximus seem like they've got a lot of
Stuff
like interesting interactions with things. Yeah, so maybe I should just play the sort of blunt, choppy and shooty, and then confusing.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah, Miyamoto's pretty straightforward with his abilities. He's got some pretty cool stuff going on with his card as well, and Wild Bill as well. Garter is, once you figure out her moves, you just understand exactly how to use her. 8 Ball's probably your one who's a bit more tricky to figure out, but he's pretty good when you do. So, okay, so if you want to be orange then, and I'll be green, so I'm going to change my color. Oops, no, not change team. Oh, God, I haven't used this for so long. There we go, green. Yay. Okay. I need to change my Steam picture, I think. Alright, so yeah, you can start emptying out the things. So you got your 4 characters.
It's just a token.
So yeah, there's a token. I don't know what the token's for, to be honest. You can do with that as you will, but you will need your cards. So yeah, you got your let's see, you've got your Aristeia.
Initiative card.
Yeah, if you've got kind of like the your Aristeia Aristo, that will go into one of these little spots over here, and then like your little card you can put on the little tracker where it says 1, 2, 3, 4 on the big orange, your big orange team card that you have there. And you'll have 4 tactic cards as well. There'll be something to look at in a mo. Okay, so then we've got poverty. Just gonna pop these guys over here for the moment. I have no idea what these little tokens are, so I'm just gonna put them on the 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess at the moment. Pop you up there. Oh, they've changed over the card to like an AGL 5 card for Major Luna. That's very nice. What's the last one? Okay, there we go. That's Parvati. Hexa. Maximus. Over here. So yeah, we've got to put Hexa down and Maximus. Hexa can go there. Oh cool, you actually count each individual character's frags. That's interesting. We won't use any of the AGL 5 rules or anything. We'll just keep the basic out of the box game for the time being.
It makes sense. I'm still getting my head around AGL4, so
yeah. Yeah.
I've never looked at any
I
of
know.
them.
I see what these.
Look at the AGL.
Yeah, I see what these tokens are for. These tokens are for you to mark out your full team if you're playing like an actual tournament.
What if you're playing
because you'd actually select 8 Aristos in a tournament, and then for all of your games that you play in the tournament, you choose 4 of them dependent on scenarios and things like that. So we don't have to worry about that, of course, for this one. So that's all good for us. There we go. I've got my taunts for Maximus. I'm just going to pop them there for the moment. Alright. You'll also need a tactics deck. Your basic tactics deck. So we're going to just take the general tactics deck. We won't take any of the crazy tactics decks that are about. Where is... there we go. English decks, there we go. So I'll give you... let's see, there's my tactics deck. Okay. Then I'm gonna clone it. And I'm gonna pop it there. There you go. I've just given you a tactics deck there. That one's your general tactics. You get 10 cards in there, so you can just pop them on where it says, I think it's Mazor Tacticas. I have no ability with Spanish, but that will be where you put your tactics. You have 10 of those. Now each of your characters has 4 tactics cards. For each of those sets of tactics cards, you can choose 2. So for each of those characters, you choose 2 of those tactics. So out of Miyamoto Musashi's tactics, you can choose 2 of those 4.
Right. Okay.
So you end up with 18 tactics total, because you're taking 2 from each of your Aristos. So yeah, you can I'm just gonna draw
Or
them
like
all
and
into
this
my
into turn.
hand. Go.
That seemed quite powerful, doesn't it?
Yeah, but basically with the tactics, you only get to use them once in the game,
Yeah.
and it's when
Being
you're
able
in
to
there.
go through your old deck.
There is, there is the general tactic as well that allows you to go through. I think, does that one go through your old deck, or it allows you to draw some extra cards and things.
Yeah.
There Hannibal's rather good. Hannibal has this one tactic that allows you to reshuffle all of your discarded cards back into the deck. And so if you also have someone that does a high amount of tactics draws, you can like use everything twice almost. It's quite cool. I lost myself for a moment there. My camera just disappeared. Right, what do I want to get? Alright. Well, for those watching, I want this one for sure, because oh my god, is it good. So I'm going to flip that and pop that in my deck. Then... oh. Kind of like that one. I'm going to try that one. There we go. And then this one, I'm going to just... I guess I just delete them? No, I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of them. Pop them over there. I'm not going to use them. And then let's draw, and draw. Or not. Oh, there it is. Great. So this one is for Maximus. So I get these types of cards. I've got to choose two. Just a kind of a quick rundown of the dice. Basically, red is your critical attack dice, so it's is at a very offensive dice. Green is your critical defense dice, so it has lots of shields on there. Orange is strong in attack. Blue is strong in defense. Yellow is strong in specials. And black is your blocking dice, which has basically 3 sides with a block symbol, basically for when you have cover and things like that. So those are kind of the different dice in case you're looking at them and not sure what they do. Alright, I'm going to give this a go just because it's a nice challenge for myself. I've got to flip that. I kind of like that as well. I think I'm just going to go with these two. These are two that I don't normally go with for this character. I actually usually go for these other two that I've got here. But, this would be a good chance to just try out those other ones. Right, I've got 2 more characters, so let's just... There we go. Okay. It's upside down, but it's okay. Right, I really like this one. This one's super. And let's just go for that one. It's a nice simple one. I'm just going to pop them away. Not to be used again. Right, last ones. Come here, you. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I've got them all now. There we go. Right, let's see then. That's rather cool. That's nice. That's also good. That's also great. I think, though, I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to go with this one. There we go. Alright. Just to let you know, my tactics are all selected. There we go. And placed. I'm just going to set up the table for our scenario, which is assault. There we go. Like this mod, it just sets up the table for you. It's lovely. Have a quick looky at some of these models. And there we go. All represented three-dimensionally in this game. This is fantastic. The previous mod I used to play only had them in 2 dimensions, so this is kind of cool. We're playing with actual models. And I like this AGL board. It's kind of cool. Right, I'm gonna mark up the amount of hit points I have left on each of these characters. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 1, 2, 3. Lovely. And I'm going to draw my starting hand of those.
That's facts.
So, yeah. Okay, if you need to look at any of my cards at all, you can always have a look over them. Do you know how to like pull up the? I'm sure you're probably more familiar with TTS than I am, but you know how to actually pull up the picture so it's nice and easy to see.
You mean like view in hand?
Not viewing hand, but just if there's a card on the table and you want a clear view of it, it just can pop up on your screen.
Oh, there used to be I used to have really short keys for it, but to be honest with you, I haven't played TTS for a while.
So if you just hold the Alt key as you touch something, it'll pop it up as a pop-up on your screen.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good way.
There used to be a way you could read your cards as well without flipping them over, but I can't.
All right. But yeah, anything that's in your hand, I can't see though. So that's kind of.
All right, cool.
That's a fine way of doing it. So yeah. Okay. All right. I need to shuffle my tactic cards. There we go.
Some serious sideburns on that picture.
Which one?
That picture, your avatar.
Oh, that one. That's me a while ago. I stuck my head on the character from Stalker: Shadow of Chernobyl.
As you do, yeah.
Yeah. At the time, many years ago
not
now.
Pony, by the way.
Oh right. Yeah. I'm actually playing.
Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. My daughter would go for that. She just loves it. No, ages ago I tried to have a go at doing it like a gaming channel, but it was like I didn't even edit anything or anything like that, and I just played actual gameplay footage and stuff. It was shite. But for all the thumbnails and stuff, I really enjoyed doing like Photoshop stuff. So I'd Photoshop my head onto all of the characters of whatever game I was playing. I forgot I've left that on for my Steam, so I should probably update it to my zombie sashimi icon. To be honest,
this is my icon off of like anything I do in Infinity has my CLP and the My Little Pony badge, so that everyone knows it's me, the same person. Everyone, all 3 people in the world that I play at Infinity know that it's me.
Nice. Does the CLP stand for anything?
Yeah, so it was I don't know if you remember, I don't know how long you've been away. There used to be a program, didn't they, called The Mighty Boosh on
Oh
TV,
yeah, I know The Mighty Boosh. Yeah.
And they referred to, back then hipsters were referred to as Camden Leisure Pirates.
Right.
And because I live in
Casual
Camden,
leisure pirate.
yeah, it stayed as my
Nice.
thing.
I like it. Yeah, I know. I love the Boosh. I went and saw him live a long time ago.
That was that was a long time ago as well when they were doing that live tour.
Yeah. That's going back quite a bit. I just remember laughing a lot. I never laughed so much in my life. It was good.
Do you know what? Those one of them things. It's aged quite badly.
Yeah.
I've rewatched it and I'm sort of a bit like,
But
I don't remember
that's the funny thing about that series. Like the first time I ever saw it, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then, kind of like when you rewatch it a few times, it suddenly starts to grow on you. I think probably you step away from it for a while and come back, and you get that feeling again of like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, my missus never really watched it when it was on, so she doesn't understand it at all. She's all a bit confused about the whole thing.
That doesn't help though. That makes you feel a bit self-conscious about it when you start watching it, and someone's just like, "What the hell is this?" If you're with someone who kind of, for whatever reason, enjoys it, it suddenly becomes much more enjoyable. But yeah, all right. Let's see. There we go. 3.
Out of curiosity, do models have arcs in this game?
No. You don't need to know. You don't need arcs or anything. That's fine. You'll be okay. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so just to kind of set up the scene for this one, you've got your 18. Yep, you got a deck of 18. Fantastic. You got your 4 characters. You got your 4 initiative cards in your hand. That's great. So make sure that you've shuffled your deck there, your tactics deck. You've marked out all of your wounds. Fantastic. And so we're basically ready to go. One thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing 4 tactic cards into our hand to begin with. So we can go ahead and do that now. Okay. And so you'll have those 4 tactic cards to start you off with. We're going to get ways of getting more of those. Basically, at the end of every turn, everyone gets one. If you manage to score in the turn, you get another. And every time you frag somebody, you get a tactic card as well. Okay. Yeah, if you see on the board here, I've marked the center with purple. That is the scoring zone. So our first scoring zone is right in the center there. So basically, once we go into the center, and you hold that center area, you can score off it at the end of the turn. So as soon as everyone's finished their activations, whoever's left in there is going to be scoring that area. In assault, if no one's in there, it stays there and everyone gets 0 points. If we both have characters in there, if we both have 1 each, for example, or the same number of Aristos in the center, we will score 1 point each, and then the underdog will choose the next area. If, for example, I have more Aristos than you in there, I will score 2 points, and you will score 0. If I am the only person with Aristos in there, I will score 3, and you will score 0. That's basically how that works. You'll see that there is we've got like these obstacles on the course. These red shields you cannot move. They are like walls, and you cannot see through them. They're blocking. However, you can see these kind of like weird, spangly little obstacles that I'm kind of hovering over. These ones also provide cover, but you can see over them. But you can also interact with them depending on your character. So Garter is a good example of someone who can interact with them. One of her abilities, the free run. Spend 1 movement point to place yourself in any free space adjacent to the target. She can target these things. So as long as she's sitting next to them, she can spend 1 movement point to basically jump over it. And she can also jump over other characters, which is really, really good for a displace. It's very powerful. Now, initially though, we've got to work out who is the underdog. To do that, we're going to basically add up all of our initiative values. So you have your little cards that you've got in your hand at the moment, and they've got a number on them. That is your initiative. So add up your total initiative, and the person with the lowest initiative is the underdog. Mine is 18.
I'm on 23, I think. Yeah, I'm on 23. I've got the high.
Yeah. So you're on the high one there. So for that then, I'm gonna be I'm the underdog first. So that means this turns green over here, and I am the underdog. That means I get to choose which zone to start from, and you'll be taking the opposite side. To be honest, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to stick it right on the front here on number 4, just for ease of doing this. And you'll be setting up on number 1. So I believe you also set up first, as I'm the underdog. You'll also set up first. Let's just check the reference there. Does it have this set up? Oh, I'm not going to be bothering to go in too much detail. Yeah, so you'll set up first, and what you can do is you can set up anywhere inside your hex, your zone, or one space adjacent. So you have kind of all the edges around it as well, so you can choose where to set up there.
And I'll do this all at once, yeah. It's not like a one I go, you go sort of thing. It's all.
I believe that's what I was trying to check actually, whether it's a 1x1 or not. I should actually just grab the Aristeia, my Aristeia rulebook from here. Just a second. Okay. Oh, crikey. Too many wires. Too many wires. There we go. Oh, back in. So deployment. Let me just have a quick checky. Deployment. At the beginning of the deployment zone, the underdog chooses one deployment zone to deploy in. Their opponent will deploy in the opposite zone. These are the... You may deploy your characters on any spaces. After choosing deployment zone, the underdog decides which player deploys a character first. Afterwards, both players take turns. So yeah, you place one and I place one. Okay. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll do Wild Bill first then.
Okay. Alright, so we've got Wild Bill gunning it up the field there. Okay, I'm just going to take Maximus and pop him right there.
Cool. And then I'll chuck Gatter down here.
Alright. I'm going to pop... Oh, I've made a bit of a mistake, I think, but that's okay. Oh no, I think it'll be alright. Put Major Luna over here.
Cool. I'll chuck... I was going to say Bolo then, 8 ball down there.
Right, 8 balls there, okay. And then, yeah, I'll take Pavati, pop her over here.
I suppose I'll chuck yeah, I suppose you can go here, can't he?
There you go.
I know nothing about what I'm doing here.
Yeah, this bit, to be honest, it doesn't make too much of a difference. It's just when you realise you block one of your routes with another character and you can't move through it. That's usually the annoying bit. So, okay, I've got my little setup there. Basically, I'm just pushing them all forward there. You've got yours there, and that means we can basically start the game with round 1. But first, what we need to do is actually, something I forgot to do. We need to place our initiative cards down onto the 1, 2, 3, 4. And what happens is, as the game goes, as the turn proceeds, we flip over each card simultaneously. Whoever has the highest initiative gets to choose who goes first for that activation. So you basically choose your activation order in secret. So you can look in your hand, and then when you've figured out which one you want to put down in a place, just hover over them, press F to flip it over, and then stick it onto the board. So I'm gonna get started with this. Then that. Then that. And then that. There we go. Okay, I've got an order to me team there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've done something.
All right, wonderful. So we can get started straight away. So we're going to flip our first card. So just go over there and flip that first one. I've got Maximus. You've got Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
Okay, so you got the higher initiative, so you can choose who's going to go first.
You can go first.
Thank you.
I know what to do.
Yeah. So, yeah, I understand. So I got basically, so I activate and I get 5 action points for Bill there. Okay, and then there's not much I can do except for move. So I spend 2 action points to get 3 movement on him. So on his card, he's got next to his boot the 3. So the electricity bolt shows that I got 5 action points when I activate. The 3 next to the boot means that I have a movement of 3. All movement actions cost you 2 action points. So I spend 2 action points. Just spend 2 action points and I get 3 movements. So I'm just going to pop him 3. So he goes 1, 2, 3 up the field here. And I'm going to spend another 2 to get another 3 movement points. And he's just going to go 1, 2, 3 and just pop himself inside the scoring zone. I have 1 action point left, but there is nothing I can do with it. So that's it for him.
Okay. Right, okay. Mm-hmm. Right. So, I suppose I need to move because I can't see anything at the minute.
That's right.
I'll spend 2 action points to generate 3... Oh, hang on. I've added 2 action points. That's not good. I'll spend 2 action points to generate... what is it? Whatever my movement value is.
Yeah,
which is,
I think it's 4 for him, yeah.
50 days. And then he can just... literally 1... Oh, hang on. Can you move diagonally and everything, yeah? Just to go over everyone, can't you? Yeah.
You basically just follow the hexes in any way.
1,
wherever
2,
the connection is.
3, and then 4.
Lovely.
Right, cool. So that's that done. And I now have... No, I'm adding movement again. I don't know why. That movement tracker thing seems like a whole bog down. You're going to spend all your time going up and down with that.
Like, we as long as I can see what you're doing, I know what you're doing. We don't have to touch it, to be honest.
Resolution step pistols. Different. Oh, right, I don't want to do.
Yeah. So you could try doing a shooting action.
It'd be an idea then to... Yeah, so I'm looking at this now. So I've got... Dead man, I don't know. Gunslinger. When your enemy declares an attack against you, you may switch your... Oh, you just told me how to do that. Switch your little symbol value for a red
yeah, so basically,
yellow dice, is it?
Yeah, that's right. So basically
Is that like a setup thing?
So instead of being... so your defense, for example, you see those 3 hexes symbol?
Yeah.
That's your defense. So that's what you roll when someone attacks you. That's your face-to-face kind of thing. So they'll be doing their attack, and then that's your defense. However, with Wild Bill, he can go offensive with his defense. So rather than rolling defensive dice, he can roll offensive dice and actually cause more damage. But he opens himself up to being hurt. But you don't have to worry about that one for now, because that's like a passive ability he has. That's the orange. The oranges are passive abilities he's got.
Oh, right. Cool.
The red is your offensive abilities.
Your offensive ability.
Yeah. And green are just general abilities.
I mean, I'll do the attack just so we actually get to see what I'm doing. So I'll declare that that twin pistols against Maximus, I guess.
Yep. So you'll be rolling red, orange, and you have an automatic star built in. So what we can do is we can throw down one of your stars. There we go. There's an automatic star success for you. I roll as Maximus. I'm going to be rolling a green and a blue and a shield. So I'm going to drop a shield down as my automatic shield there. So then you just click the dice that you need to roll, and it'll automatically roll them for you. What was it? I said green and blue, didn't I? Goes down the dice tower. And you got a cocked dice there, it looks like.
Oh, God.
You can drop that one there.
You reload it?
Yeah, I'll just move that out of the way. There you go. Okay. That's nice. All right, so I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 shields in my roll here. You've got 1, 2, 3 stars. So my shields block all your stars.
So that did nothing then.
So nothing really happens there. However, we also got switches that we can we have. So before those things take into effect, we can actually spend our symbols on switches. So knowing that you've got all of those, I've got a shield and I've got an exclamation mark. So I'm actually gonna I've got a switch that's kind of a general switch that I have that I can use at any time with this character, and that imposes the taunted state to a target. So I'm basically going to be taunting you. So I'm going to drop this on your card over here. Boop.
Does this mean I assume I can only target you?
That means that basically you can only attack me when you make attacking rolls. Yeah.
Cool. That makes sense.
So yeah, that's that. That spent one of my shields and the exclamation mark, leaving me with 3 shields. You have the 3 stars, so that's kind of okay there.
Stars are crits, don't they?
They're the hits. Yeah, they're hits. They're the hits. It's just a success. Right, so it's kind of like a success.
So I can spin. It says here I can burn tactics cards to add successes.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So if you wanted to now, I've spent one. You could burn your tactics cards to do that. Just bear in mind, I have 7 hit points.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's going to be much.
And at this early point in the game, you're not going to be stopping me. It's not a crit. I think you save those for those critical moments where you're just like, I need that extra point or 2 to just kill that person, and it's going to give me the advantage. It's going to get me objective points. So yeah, that's basically how that bit rolled out there. It's all good. It was a good, worthy effort, but dink. Didn't do much. So
yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see the action. I think
exactly. Yeah, this is more just a practice. So let's turn the next one. Yeah. So I got Parvati, which is a 4.
And I've got Miyamoto Musashi. I've got Miso Musashi.
Miso Soup Musashi. Fighting in the dojo.
So yes, I'm banging straight out from the 6 by the looks of it.
Yeah. So you can choose who's going to go first.
Again, I'll let you go first because it seems like the lame thing to do.
Yeah, that's generally the right thing to do when it's this far away from each other. So I got a movement of 5, so I'm going to spend 2 of my points to get a movement of 5. 1, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Yeah, let's go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the range of my guns? Range of 2 to 6. Okay, I'm going to actually just stop there for the moment. I've got 1 movement point left, so I'm just going to record that so I know. And from here, I'm going to try shooting Wild Bill.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, I've just remembered, actually. I forgot. You have actually got cover there, because part of your hex is covered by the things. So you would roll an extra black dice to anything that you roll. So will I as well, because I'm also shooting from cover. So I'm going to be doing my shooting attack. You can choose now to defend it with either your defense roll or your more offensive defense roll.
Yeah, gunslinger.
Yeah.
Seems. Do I add the black dice to this gunslinger roll,
Yep,
or do I lose the gunslinger?
No. As long as you're shooting from cover, you get that black dice.
Oh, well then, let's sling it then.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'll be orange, yellow, black, and yeah. Let's see how it turns out. Oh wow! I got a pretty good roll.
Yeah, I'm not feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling.
I mean, you've got a critical success, so that ignores all of my shields, which is 1 here. So that goes through and gives me a wound. My shield is blocking your other success, though. Your shield blocks one of my successes, but I then do 1, 2, 3 damage to you. But before that, I'm going to announce my switch. So I'm going to be announcing my switch, which allows me to receive a +2 initiative token.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just pop that. Yeah, why can't I pop that? Come on, there we go. Pop that on my character there. So he's on +2 initiative, and then what was it? You did 1 damage to me, so I'm going to lose that point, and I've done 1, 2, 3 damage to you, unless you have any switches or tactics that you would like to play that might prevent anything.
Actually, do you know what? Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Let's be sensible. So I've got a tactic that lets me add a yellow and an orange to a roll. Do I have to do that before? Oh, before making the roll, I can't do that.
I think that one you have to do before the roll. Yeah. I'm afraid.
Right, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat 3 wounds by the looks of it.
Okay. All right. That was a very lucky roll for me. Normally, that doesn't happen. So I was pretty lucky.
Good.
But yeah, that's basically how that bit works. So Pavadi's got 1 movement point left. I'm just going to pop her over here. Okay, and with 1 point left, what can I do? I can medikit to heal, but oh yeah, I can try and heal myself. So I'm going to try and heal myself. So I'm going to roll an orange dice, and if I get a success, I heal myself. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey! So she's fine. There we go. That's done. And that's my turn.
Awesome. Right, it's time to unleash the beast. How many? 5 energy. Right. Okay. So I will. What am I doing? I'm pressing on the wrong bit. That's why. That could be a problem, couldn't it? Pressing on the wrong. Right. So I'll drop 2 on Miyamoto to get
5
movement.
Yeah,
oh, nice.
He's an agile fella.
Okay. I just don't know if I can. I feel like Maximus is just someone I have to basically just put more bodies into, ignore him being there rather than actually tackling him head on.
Yeah, to a extent, he's not really very damaging. He just stands there and takes punishment, and he's just a brick. He just sits there and is like, "I'm gonna hold this space."
So yeah, he'll run up to there with that 2, and then I will spend another 2 to convert that into some more movement,
Yep.
and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop there. And I assume
Interesting.
that's it now.
Yeah. That's that bit there.
Cool. Oh, that's my turn with Miyamoto done.
Interesting. Yeah, it looks like you're setting up for the
What
next
I'm doing,
turn.
I'm setting up the next turn.
Yeah. All right, let's see then. Okay, so the next character activation, I've got Hexa.
Cool. I've got 8 ball.
8 ball. Oh, lovely. I've actually got the initiative on this one, and I'm gonna let you go first.
Makes sense. Right then, 5 energy again, is it? Or am I reading that wrong? No, 5 and 4. Okay, yeah, I get it.
That's right. It's got 5 energy, and then yeah, all of these characters have 5 energy. There are a few others that have different levels of energy.
So I'll
Only
drop
for
2.
the expansions.
1, 2, 3, and 4 to there, and then I guess I have to drop some more.
Yep.
1, 2.
Yeah, you can get yourself in the scoring zone to contest it if you wanted.
2, 3. Oh, I'm going to get pushed out by Hexa, and I can see it coming.
So.
All right, cool. So that's where he's going to end by the looks of it, and I've got nothing else. So that's him done.
Okay. Lovely. Yeah, I've got to get into range first with Hexa and in sight, and in kind of the position is a horrible one for Hexa to spend movement just to try and see you. It is a possible thing to be worthy of it, but I wanted to try something a little bit different, a little bit more offensive with her. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing my Vade Retro ability, which allows me to displace a target, and I'm going to be targeting Luna. So what I'm going to try and do with Hexa is I'm going to be setting up Luna to try and take a shot, hopefully. However, I've placed Maximus in the worst possible position for this, so it means I have to kind of really shift her around quite a bit. So I'm just going to give it a go. So I just roll 3 yellow dice. Any success, if I get a success, it works. Did I get any successes? I did get a success.
Yeah, you got 1, didn't you?
And I got 4 exclamation marks and 1 shield. Okay. So first I'm going to have a go at doing my whatchamacallits, my switches. So I'm going to displace myself first. So I'm going to displace myself forward, and then I'm going to displace her forward as well. Okay, that was one activation. So I'm down to 4. I'm going to do the same thing again, and hope for the best. Okay. So I was able to displace her. I wasn't able to do anything else though. I need a shield to be able to do any switches. So I'm just gonna displace Major Luna over to here. Okay, and that sends me down to 3. Okay, we're gonna do the same again. This is all about just shifting her into position to save Luna's action points. And yep, I succeed, and I'm able to displace myself once as well. So I'm going to displace myself forward, and then Major Luna, I'm going to pop her there. Okay, that knocks me down to 2 action points left. So here we go with number 3, is it? Succeeds, and I get to displace myself twice, which is really handy. So 1, 2 to there. Now I've got to fudged it a bit. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna put you there. So Major Luna's in place. Okay. Now that leaves me with those 2 action points to do something. I can't see any of your guys. That's a mistake on my part. Can't see Musashi. Can't see Wild Bill. And I can't see 8-Ball. It's kind of good for Hexer in some ways, but in other ways, not great. I can see Maximus, so I'm going to just Vade Retro Maximus forward. So I'll spin that. Clear that. And send him forward. Come on, give me the stars. Yeah. Okay, definitely succeeded. With these actions though, I can only do it once anyway, so I can't do multiple ones, but I'm just going to push him forward to possibly screw up my plan. That'll be fine. Okay, I'm just going to stick with that. Okay, that's my turn done.
Cool. Alright, yeah. I already went, didn't I? So it's the last card, then.
So it's the last card, yeah. So we flip the last card. I got Major Luna.
You know what we got?
Yeah, you got Garter.
Okay, I'm going to make you... Yeah, I'm going to make you go first, obviously.
Probably best, yeah, because otherwise Garter will fly forward and then I'll shoot her in the face. So, now the way we draw line of fire... Oh, you are actually in my line of fire. That's fantastic, but you do get cover. So, whenever you're drawing line of fire in this game, it's a bit weird. You basically choose whoever the offensive character is, you choose one point on one corner of the hexagon that they're attacking from, and then you draw basically a straight line. As long as you can see two parts of the hex, you're fine. So these two here are the ones I can see. If you see, it's actually these two here. I can see these two hexes. It basically goes see-through. As long as you can see those, then I've got line of sight on you.
You mean these two specifically, yeah?
Yes. So I can see those two of your hex. So that means I have line of sight to you. And then, but you have cover because I'm blocking you with this Maximus character as well.
And I take it you can't see this one because your character is
exactly, yeah. When I draw my line from there,
I'm with it.
Yeah. I can't see it. That's how I understand
it. It's quite simple and elegant, isn't it?
It's simple, but it's sometimes a little bit confusing. Of like, oh, these hexes are really hard to work out exactly what I can and can't see with it. But I believe I can see yours. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a shot. And I may shoot my load actually for this first one. I'm gonna snake bite this attack. So there's snake bite just so you can see it.
Add orange and a star. Oh god.
Yep.
I'm not dazzled, so you don't get anything extra.
No, I don't get any extra. No, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna throw that down early.
Is this the time then? Is this the time when I do something crazy? I can take it. I can use even though these cards come with specific characters, these tactics, they're not bound to those characters, are they?
Only if it says so. So there's the bit that comes under it, the timing symbol, basically will tell you. Yeah. So my snake bite says before Major Luna performs an attack, so it has to be Major Luna.
Yeah. So this Ace of Diamonds just says before making a roll, add orange and a yellow to the roll.
Then you're good. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. So basically, you're blasting me back. So we might kill each other with this one. So you roll your defensive roll.
Green, a blue, and a black.
Yep.
And an orange and a yellow. All the dice. Nice. Yeah. Apart from.
I'll have 2 automatic hits. So I'm just going to pop those down. So there's 1, 2. And then it was an extra orange, wasn't it, with mine? So yeah, okay, so I got red, orange. Okay, red, orange, black for me. Red, orange, black. Oh yeah, you got a nice roll there. Oh, you get to cancel one of my dice as well. Okay, so I have a critical success, which does 1 damage, but you're probably better off just cancelling off my double hit here.
Okay.
So that could be the dice that you
just
cancel.
eats the dice.
It
not
just
an actual
eats the
attack, it just
dice.
blocks the whole.
Yeah, you could.
Alright, yeah,
it
then,
allows
yeah,
you to cancel the dice. So that can basically cancel each other out. So that one's gone and that one's gone, leaving these ones left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I do 4 damage. You block 4. I just do 1 damage to you because it's a critical.
Yeah, and then what? We got some switch stuff
And
happening, have we?
switch.
Does that apply?
We've got switch action that we can do. So your switch you can do is just your general one. Yeah. But
shield and exclamation mark. I can do that, can't I then?
let's see. Yeah, with shield and exclamation mark. But you lose a shield. But you've got
That's
one.
cool.
But
I think I'll take a wound. And...
you've got 1 shield to spare because you can only block 3 of my attacks. So you've got 1 shield to spare. So you just use that yellow die to basically displace yourself if you want to. So yeah, you can.
So here's the filthiness. So I can literally just move here now, and
Yep.
I think.
Yep, and because it's a displace.
Does that make any difference to us?
Not really. Not really at the moment.
Nice.
But it does stop me from being able to shoot you the next turn. Oh no, I can still. Oh no, actually, I think it does actually block you completely now. Because I think I can only see 1 corner of your hex.
If you draw a line of sight from there, yeah, you can only see this.
This one, isn't it?
Here
Yeah,
now,
that's not enough now. That's not enough. So you're blocked.
I've done it.
So yeah. That's so possibly for the next turn you've given
yourself. How many
yourself
did I take? 1 damage.
1 damage. You took 1 damage, and did I have a switch? Oh, you know what? You might not want to do that switch. Let me just tell you why. I've got I can use an exclamation mark to nullify one of your shields. So if I nullify one of your shields, you'll take an extra hit.
How many action points have you got left?
Not enough to do anything. I basically got 2 action points. I can do cooled shot. Not cooled shot. Suppressive fire, which has a possibility of causing damage, but very unlikely. But it does impose a -2 state to the target in terms of their movement, so it screws them a bit for moving around in the next turn.
I mean, is there an order to declaring these switches? I don't know.
Basically, we declare our switches, and then I choose the order. The attacking person chooses the order in which they.
I'd have to eat it anyway, then, wouldn't I? Basically.
If you decided to choose to do it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've committed to doing it, so now you get to do your switch and you get to smash me, didn't you? Back. I mean, that would be the tactical play, wouldn't it? Is that you'd make me do my switch first, knowing that I'm going to probably do that.
But what I would
and then when I do it, you then go nice one.
Yeah, I would definitely announce that I'll be doing this switch, and then you get the choice of actually doing your switch or not. So you might choose to go, okay, I'm not going to displace. I'm just going to take 1 wound. Or it's like, no, I really want to displace. I'll take that extra wound. So yeah, okay. So you take
I'll do the displace. So yeah.
Yeah, so you take that 1 wound, and then that's it. But yeah, that made me. The really good thing about that for you was I just burnt one of my best tactics, and it didn't kill you. And also it saved you a point in this game as well. So now I have the choice of either shooting, but I don't see anyone to shoot. So I'm just going to I'm going to pop this in my discards. I'm going to spend my last 2 action points to move, which I think is 4 movement. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 2 characters into the zone. So at the moment now I've got advantage in this zone. So if it ends like this, I'll score 2 points. If you get Garter in there, then we both score 1.
Yeah, I mean I think I can see a way to do it because she's got that free run is no points. It just uses a point of movement, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's amazing.
No energy. So. I can literally jump over this wall to there and then basically move one and then jump again, yeah?
You won't be able to jump over the red walls. It's the things that you can target. So it's either these or other characters, yes. So you could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, jump over Wild Build to here to 5. And then, yeah, you can activate your movement again and get into any position up there if you wanted.
3, 4.
And then
then spend an action point 5 to jump over Bill to here, yeah?
Exactly.
And then 6. And then...
So be careful.
I'm stuck there, aren't I? 'Cause I've touched, yeah.
Yeah. So you're there, but you can jump over Maximus if you wanted to, for example. That if you wanted to, but you might not want to.
I'll do this and go 7 just to tie up both of them.
Okay then. Oh yeah, actually that's quite good because
then,
Major Luna can't shoot you from there.
Yeah, and then what I can do is I can do misdirection, 1 action point, impose dazzle state, which obviously I'd want to put on Major Luna.
Yes, you can. So you got 1 point left. So yeah, you can do misdirection on Luna. And I can't do anything about it because you just basically roll an orange and a yellow. As long as you get 1 success, I can't shoot basically. Here it comes.
Honestly, I've never played this game, by the way. In case you're thinking.
Oh no! No. This is quite normal stuff. Don't worry. So yeah, you succeeded. So misdirection on me. That's great. I always forget about her misdirection shenanigans when I'm playing against her, and then I quickly remember. So right, okay. So I've now got that on me. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. We're good. That's basically the turn over. We both got 2 aristos in the center, so we both score 1 point each. So 1 victory point for me, and 1 victory point for you. That also means that the underdog flips, not like that, flips to you. So you are now the underdog. That means you get to choose the next zone, next scoring zone.
Okay. Well, it's clearly going to be zone 1.
So yeah, we can do that. So we're going to just turn that purple so we know that that one is the next scoring zone for the next round. And we move on to round 2. We both pick up 2 tactics cards. So we can draw 2 tactics cards.
2 tactic cards.
Yeah, we both scored and we finished the round. So that's 2 tactic cards for us.
1, 2. Okay, cool. Oh, strong stuff.
Yeah. We've got to see. We'll see. Okay, so now what we can do is we've got no one in the infirmary, so we're all good. We're fine. We're happy as clams. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw all of my initiative cards, and we're going to replace our initiative cards.
Cool.
What do I do? Oh crikey, this is going to be interesting. So this is where now the game actually really begins. Turn 2 is where you're starting to really think, okay, who do I activate first? How do I activate? What do I do here?
Yeah, that's true actually. I just went straight in there with what I thought was obvious, and then I'm like, oh, maybe that's not so obvious.
The really difficult thing is you've tied me down hard, and that's worrying. Okay. I think I know. And oh my god, can I do anything with her? That's frustrating. Gonna have to have you. Oh, this is so bad. This is not gonna be good for me. Okay, I think I'm good. You ready to begin? All right.
Ready to go. Yeah.
First flip. Here we go.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I went with Gata first.
That makes sense.
Gotta get out of there.
Yeah. Oh, and she's got characters to bounce off of to avoid the blocks.
Okay. All right. So I see. So I can use her skill. I don't have to worry about doing that agility thing to get out.
Yeah, exactly. You can basically you can use Maximus to jump to here. And then you can use, yeah, exactly. You can use 8-Ball to jump to here. Then you're free of any zones. You jump over Wild Bill, and then you just bounce into the zone. Nothing can stop you.
Well, I'll do all of those things that we just mentioned.
Yeah.
So I'll do 2 energy. And then I get 7 points. So it's 1 point to jump, isn't it?
Mm.
So 1.
Oh,
and another point to jump. 2.
Red Squad of 5 has joined us. I'm sorry, I just missed your chat there, Red Squad of 5. That's no problem. We only got through the first round, which is basically just positioning into the center anyway. No problem. I'm watching the chat, so it'll only advantage me, I think. So it's okay. But this is basically a teaching game. So John's just learning how to play the game, and we're using the basic setup for that. We've just done the first turn. It's 1-1. We both had 2 Aristos in the center. We've just started the second turn, so this is where it actually gets interesting. And already I think I'm at a disadvantage of this. I think John could actually go and score a full 3 points in this turn. I really don't see how I can actually get around that. So we'll see how it goes.
Cool. So I was here, wasn't I, next to Luna and
that's it.
Mac. So 1, 2,
jump over 3,
and then 3, and then 4, 5,
and then 1,
and then 7.
2. There we go. And then that's your 2 movement sets that you've used. You're down to 1 point. I mean, you still got another movement if you wanted to move into the center, just in case you thought Hexa might screw with you a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out of line of sight. You'd have to go somewhere with Hexa to get to see me now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I know to have to be in range as well. It's difficult, but you never know. You never know with tactics. The only thing is the one thing.
I'm not blocking anyone either, so I'll just stay there. I think I'm done.
Fair enough. Okay, so my Maximus was kind of like, oh, I was gonna punch you, but instead, what Maximus is gonna do. He's going to spend 2 points to get his measly 3 movement. However, because of his agility being a critical success, he's going to try and move. You can try and stop him with 8-Ball, and 8-Ball's brawn is 2 blues. Now,
2 blue.
The problem with that is you'll not be able to stop me. However, you may get switches that you can use. So it's worth doing it, because you may be able to get your automatic switch off that allows you to displace yourself. So just roll 2 blues and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, also, Red Squad of 5, if you think any of the audio is not great at the moment, just let me know. I'll try and fix it. So
block, and then success and a block. So I didn't get that. I didn't get the switch.
You didn't get the switch, and my critical success just trumps everything. So 1 movement to here. I'm going to do the same thing again, so you can roll the dice again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Same again, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to move my 1 space. I'm there. I've got 1 movement point left, but to be honest, I'm here to stop both of you from moving. This is my game with Maximus here. Maximus is going to punch Wild Bill in the face as well. Is going to be my aim for that one. And so I'm going to be doing Jotun's Shield. which is a red, blue, and a black.
Okay. I'm going to do whatever it is Bill does, which is his defense. I take it I don't count as him being in cover when we're in base to base.
Yeah, I'm also going to throw in the tactic, take aim, to add an orange dice.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, then I think Bill's smoked no matter what I do, so I think he's going to end up in the infirmary. I don't think it's worth wasting tactics on him.
Okay. Are you going to do the offensive attack or the more defensive?
I just don't. How many dice are you rolling on this?
Red, orange, blue, black. Oh, actually, you can't do the offensive one, because the offensive one requires you to be 2 to 6 range away. You're 1 range, so you can only do the green, blue. So it has to be green, blue.
I just can't add enough to make it worth doing. So I'll just let it ride as it is.
Okay.
I'll do the.
So you're green, blue. I'll be red, orange, blue, black. Red, orange, blue, black. Red, orange, blue, black. Did I send the red? No, I didn't. Come on, red. Yeah? Where's that red? There we go. Go on, red. It's going to knock these dice over and probably get me a poor score. No, we're good. Okay, so that's a pretty good roll. Well, you got 2 blocks on me. That means I still get 1 through. So 1 through.
Is it not more pertinent here to use my switch and use the 2 shields to destroy a tactic card, because he's going to be out of action regardless of what.
That's
I block,
true.
isn't he?
That's true. If you yeah, because you've only got 1 moon left. You can do that switch to do that. There's no point in me displacing you or taunting you, because you're going to die. So I'm just going to accept the fact that you die.
Yeah. So I'll draw the card and just eat it. That's. He goes to the infirmary, does he?
Yep, he goes to the infirmary, which is there. Okay, all right, that means we can delete this this thing there, and you can go back up. We'll just knock you down to 0. I get a frag for that. Yipper. So that was 1 frag for you, and where's the frags? Oh yeah, I get 1 frag. That also means I draw a tactic card. There we go. That was worth spending that one. Drop that in there. And now, with that, I've still got 1 movement point left. I'm going to try and move forward 1. So if you want to roll your dice for Kung Fu Panda, you can. Just going to clear the board there. There we go. There's 2 blues, was it?
Yeah.
See if you can get that exclamation mark and the shield together.
This is it. Fishing for it.
Oh,
no, it's not happening.
So close, but no cigar. So I get my 1 movement to there. I've done my attack. I've done my move. There's nothing else I can do there. So that's all right. I think I've actually made a mistake of actually moving. So, but oh well. All right. God is done. He's done. Right. We'll go on to our second character. Good to hear. And Squad of Fire, thank you for letting me know the audio's good. Right, you get to choose who goes first, Mushashi or Hexa.
And I will go first because I know you're going to do your naughty displacement stuff and move people away from me.
Right.
So I want to chop them up before you get to do that.
Yeah, that will be something you can do.
So let's see what we've got here.
Are you going to be chopping up Pavati?
Just do Ken no Sen, can't I, straight off the bat?
Yep, you can.
Sorry, let me keep muting myself because I've got this hideous cough at the minute.
Oh no.
So I reckon I'll drop 3 points into Ken no Sen then.
Lovely.
And add a star to your roll. So yeah, it's going to be. And what else have I got here? Don't doing that. Yeah, right, cool. So yeah, I'll straight up just Ken no Sen. What's this? Red, orange, blue.
Yeah, and I'm green blue.
I don't think I've got any other special abilities.
Yeah. If there's any tactics cards you want to throw in, there's nothing for me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing.
Okay.
Oh wow, there's some serious blocks going on there.
Yeah, but you've at least got that
crit.
one through. But look at your tactic card. Look at your card though. Look at your main card.
Oh, I've got some switching going on, have I?
Yeah. Add
add
a
a
star to your
your
roll
roll
against an adjacent target. I'm an adjacent target, so that means you can turn all of your shields into hits.
Alright, 4 successes then, yeah.
But that's 4. I've still got 3, so it's still only one wound on me. 1 wound on me, and I've got my switch where I can receive the +2 state token. So I'm going to flip my token back up to +2, and I take a wound. Okay. I was expecting a lot worse. I was really lucky with that roll, to be honest.
Yeah, if I didn't get that extra exclamation mark, I could have done that again, couldn't I? That'd have been nice.
Oh, yeah.
I should have spent the extra dice. That's why I should have spent the extra dice to get the option.
Yes, yes.
I've got a tactic.
Any opportunity
okay.
where you can add yellow dice? Yellow dice give you a lot of those exclamation marks. The yellow dice is good for that. Okay.
I don't think really got anything else going on here. So all I can sort of do realistically is spend these 2 points to try and move. Does that make sense? Is this logical?
Sure. Yeah. Reposition yourself.
I've got 5 moves, so I have to. What do I have to do here exactly to break away from you?
So your agility. What's your agility? It's the running man. So it's like orange yellow.
Orange and
that'll,
yellow. Yeah.
That'll go against my brawn, which is the fist.
Okay, so do I need to do that before I even move? Yeah.
So yeah, we roll those dice, and if I succeed, if you get basically as long as you get a success and I don't block it, you'll be fine. I got 1 success, which means nothing in a block.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Red Squad of 5. That'd be great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you succeeded. No problem. So you can start moving away from me and spending your movement as usual.
But if I move sort of like adjacent to you again, does that trigger a whole new?
Yes, it does. So if you moved adjacent to me and tried to move once more, then it would trigger it. You can move adjacent to me, and that'd be fine. But the next move would trigger it.
Okay. I'll try it again because I want to get around you quicker. And so I'll move to there and then we'll do it again.
Okay, fair enough. But you may lose all of your movement points doing that. That's the one thing. Okay. Just to let you know.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Come on, blue. Oh, you're unlucky. No. It was sitting on it and it just turned over to a blank. Oh, that sucks.
Okay, so that gamble didn't pay off, but you're still locked up, so I'm not too sad about that.
Haha. Yeah, it does block up my Parvati character, and she can only shoot at range 2. So right now she can't do anything. So I'm now activating Hexa. It's kind of annoying. Actually, with Musashi there, I can't see him, and I was kind of hoping I would. Where are all of your guys? Oh my god. So you've got Musashi over there, and oh, that's right. So you got. Hold on a minute. This is why it's confusing. I've got to change those things. Hello, Sada. You'll need to go to bed. Is that going to change anything? No, it doesn't. Let's see. Who have you got? Yours is the Kung Fu Panda, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only got 8 ball in play now, haven't I?
You've only got 8 ball there. So I'm wondering if I try and paralyze him, immobilize him. Okay, I'm going to. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I can shoot Musashi with Major Luna. That would be something I can do. Or with Hexa, what could I do? I could try and shift some people around. No, I'm just gonna actually just move with her. So I'm gonna give her the 4 movement that she has. She goes 1, 2. I'm gonna try and. Whoa! I'm just kind of mucking up here by having a very poor camera angle. So I've gone 1, 2. I'll start with the 2 there, and I'm gonna try and do. I'm going to spend 2 action points to do gotcha, where I roll 2 yellow dice against you.
Okay. And I do normal defense against this.
No, no, this is just an ability, so you have no defense against it. So as long as I succeed, which I do, what it does, it imposes the immobilized state to you. So you can drop an immobilized token, which is the frosty ice token there. And you just pop that next to him. That means that on your activation, he cannot move.
Oh, that's super handy.
It is, isn't it? Now, I do have... Let's see, Hexa there. I got the displace yourself, or impose the -2 movement state. And I should have said those things first. I'm gonna displace myself. But my daughter's just woken up and sat on my just sat on my lap. It's very sweet, but she really needs to go to bed. So I've displaced there, and I've still got 2 movement points. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2 to here. Then with my last action, I'm gonna try and evade retro 8 ball. So I roll 3. Was that 3 or 4? I may have misclicked then. 1, 2, 3. Good. Which I succeed, and I can displace myself. So I'm going to start by displacing myself. I'll just pop myself over here. I'm just going to move you here. So Major Luna has some choices. There we go. That's Hexa done. Right, I'm gonna try and put this one to bed very quickly because I've got.
Yeah, cool. I'll put myself on mute and go and do some business.
Yes. Okay. Do you have much time available tonight, or are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've got the other half working on picking up the kids and stuff, so I'm free until like 3:30 when the maniacs will come in.
Aha, I see.
Which is about another hour. I've probably got about another hour and 15 minutes before my house erupts into madness.
Yeah, I see. All right, I'm gonna try and get this one to bed quickly, and I need to toilet myself. So we'll take a little break. I'll just go onto my splash screen and leave it there with my mic off for a bit. And maybe we'll come back in a bit. Okay? I'll message you on Discord when I'm ready. Okay? Otherwise, I'll come back and just say, "Sorry, everyone. I gotta get out."
That's all good.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to my screen. Is that one? There we go. And mic is going off.